Hey everybody, and today I'm going to be unboxing the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra 5G, and with my bundle I've got a pair of the Samsung Galaxy Buds Alive, not the Buds Pro. Buds Pro cost a bit more, but this was a free gift, so I'm not really bummed down about it. But I won't be using these as I still use my Sony headphones and they work just fine. So these are pretty much a backup spare, but I will do an unboxing video on this eventually. So this is the product in hand. Normally costs £1,400, depending on where you go with. I got it on contract for 24 months. They did cut back on some carbon footprints when they did this, so you won't get a charger or any lead for it. You actually would have to buy that separately, which I think is so stupid nowadays, because why should you pay for it separately when it should be with the unit, especially if the unit costs this much? And I think it's just another way for people to get more money out of you, and it's just so stupid. It's like with Apple when they did that selective charge bit, so you have to buy their own for it to be compatible. That was stupid. So cut down the seals at the bottom. If you have a sharper knife, you can do it more professionally. Take out the box. That's the front. I'm going to leave that there. The phone bit is in here, so you just take that off, and there it is. A very big phone, and I'm just going to compare it lengthways. It is the same size as my current phone I'm using. It is in silver. I had the option of having it in black, but I would have to wait 2 weeks for it to arrive, and I wasn't going to wait 2 weeks for the phone to arrive, so I just accepted my loss and just thought, you know what, I'll keep what I got. Could put that down to one side. On the back bit here, take this bit out. There's the pin, so we can put the SIM card in. Just take it out, or put the memory card in as well. These are always hard to get into. There is a cable in here. Okay, then you don't get the wall socket, but you get the charging port cables. That's nice. And we have the instruction manual get starter kit, so that's again in there, which we're not going to use because we don't technically need it. And there's nothing else in the phone, so we can put that on top, out of the way. Don't need this anymore, so that can go on there. This we are going to be using their actual standalone one, but I have ordered backup kits just in case these ever fail. So I think for now I will put these in here and use it later on when I need to charge up the device. And just look at that cameras on there. I will be doing a camera setup, like definitely I will be going into this phone, checking out everything that it does have. So I just went ahead, put in my memory card in the bottom slot, and while looking around there's no SD card slot, so this doesn't actually support SD cards, which is the most stupidest thing ever. It's 128 gig internal. If I think about it, the phone that I currently had, the S8 Plus, that was only 64 gig internal, and I had a 64 gig SD card, so pretty much I'm on the same capacity as I was before, so I'm not technically going to be using any more than what I previously was. But it's annoying that the fact that you can't have any external storage, because they wanted to cut back on that, because apparently they deem it not necessary. Like, how is not having a memory card not necessary? You have an 8K camera. So I just put my phone into the hard case, and I spent £24 on this. It's not the best hard case because nothing's protecting the front screen, it's only protecting the back. So I may look into another one that completely protects the screen and everything, because the one I had for my S8 protected the entire screen, had its own plastic shell case around it, and it was heavy duty. This is still heavy duty with shock resistance to stop it from taking too much damage, but once it goes laid down the flat on the front, that's it, the screen's so yeah, other than that, decent phone. I'm going to charge up and then see what this thing can do. So I finally got the case all sorted. My SIM is now working. Everything as you expect. is up and running. I've got my YouTube app open just to check on latest videos. I have ordered a new case because I wasn't satisfied with this one. Don't get me wrong, it is nice to have a case on there, but there's no actual front protective screen. So the screen is pretty much exposed. And even though it's got these ridges to stop it from cracking when it hits the ground, I'm just not that comfortable with it, especially with the multiple cameras on the back. So my new one will come tomorrow. It's $17.99. Saved a few quid from this version, so I'll be sending this one back. And hopefully with that one, it should be all complete. And hopefully I have enough time to show it on video as well. I'm going to do a separate test video to show off the quality on 8K and 4K 60 frames. And as well, I will be doing a review later on when I get some time, because once I get properly used to the phone, I can give my proper review. But so far, I am satisfied with it. It is a much more bigger screen than my old one. Feels much more bigger. It is heavy, like a lot heavier, but that is to be expected. Okay, so this is my old phone, and I'm using my S21 Ultra to record this part of the video. And just have a look how scratched this is from the back, from the fingerprints. It has marks all over, and you can see that it's really badly scratched, you know, really bad. But you take it off, which, you know, this one's really quite strong to get off, but since I've been having it for 4 years, it comes up pretty easy. You just pry it open, and pretty much you can get a good extra feel. Like, look at that back, just look at those scratches. You know, inside perfectly smooth, the back so scratched. You know, it's just incredible. And then you got this one here, which, yes, I have the original. It does have fingerprints on here, but that's the only issue, is the fingerprints. But you can wipe them off if you have a cleaning cloth. Take off. This is where I dropped the camera. That would be very stupid. The front of the camera bit is perfectly fine. There is a bit of screen color deterioration, but I had this over 4 years. But other than that, there's no scratches on the front screen. There's no scratches on the back. And then look at the front. Now this is so knackered now that it's pretty much on its way out. You can see that it will like start to crumble in some places. But look how badly that is from the scratches side. So this has pretty much been through hell, basically, and it's just incredible. And the phone, when you look at the phone looks brand new. Like, you can take a cleaning cloth, do it, and get rid of all those smudges, and then you got pretty much like a brand new phone, unscratched, undamaged, and it's just incredible. So that's why I would highly recommend investing in a phone case like these for your phone that properly embrace the entire phone, not just protect the back, but also has a casing for the front, because most of the time your phone's gonna be falling out of your pocket, sliding off the side, and you want to protect that stuff because it costs a lot of money. And you know, for a case like this that clips on, it does justice. Yeah, okay, I will need to upgrade, like, you know, buy a new case, because this is pretty much wear and tear now, from what it's worth. And my phone, my finger went out of focus then. So yeah, I will definitely get a new one, because it is pretty much out the door. So this is my new phone case. It is completely sealed. It is a waterproof one. This is what I wanted to go with at the start, and the fingerprint scanner does work. And the reason why I got this is because everything's protected. The back's protected with scratch resistance, the front is protected by scratch resistance. You don't have to worry about scratching your phone, don't worry about dropping it. Pretty much protects it all the way around, and it feels more comfortable to use as opposed to this one. Now, the build quality on this one may feel good around the edges, but you don't get any of the front screen protector or the lenses for your cameras to be protected, whereas this one has a casing for the cameras lenses, so they're protected as well. This is what I call a very good design. And yes, I still keep the original sticker on there because I have it with my old phone. And what I will be doing is showing you my old phone case, because my old phone case is pretty much the same style as this, where it completely protects the entire phone in a shell sort of like thing. And I've had my old one for like 4 years and it's completely scratched up and the phone looks brand new. So I will definitely highly recommend getting one of these if you're worried about dropping your phone, or if you're like me, can't afford to pay out every single time for a new phone when one gets damaged. Then you can just go ahead and buy one of these for 20 quid and it will save you a lot of money down the line.